Hello, hello. It is Tuesday, August 12th, 9:44 a.m. Central Time. I decided I'm done for the day and just going to kind of call it and then just come back tomorrow. I know there's more news and everything coming out. But just kind of a quick review. You'll know that I had some key levels here marked from pre-market when we were doing that review, and yeah, we had this key level marked. We were looking for a price to kind of come down to that, and then also this one. And then I didn't actually. Oh, let me go back here. And so I didn't actually get to the charts until like 5 minutes past because I just didn't want to get caught into anything, and just kind of let price shake out. But I do like that price did open gap up. We pushed. We were in between these key levels, pushed down to this one here, and kind of went up, which was great. And then when we got to here, we were approaching this level, which is the previous week high, and previous day high as well. And so we, sweeped it. And then so I was thinking, oh, maybe we'll go short. Um, I thought maybe there's a potential short, but then I saw this candle flush like really quickly, and I bought about here because I thought it was volatility. I was like, oh, well, then this is just going to be like a snag up, and we're going to rip higher. And so we kind of broke that. I bought, and so you can kind of see I was in the red a lot here. Um, so I bought, and then it kept going down. I was like, okay, that's a really heavy candle. And then we started going green, going green. My obvious stop was low of day at that point. And then later, I think while I was looking at these candles, I checked the news, and then I saw Trump said something about Powell about a lawsuit or something. And then I realized, like, oh, okay, this candle is not volatility. This is news driven. And so I was fine. I was like, well, let me just hold my stop. And I did. So I got stopped out. It's a pretty painful stop. I think it was, um, you know, it's like 40-point stop. So it's like a 40-point stop or so. But I was small on it, so it was okay, but it's just kind of not ideal. So I got stopped out, and then decided to go short here. Or no, I got stopped out here. Then I went heavy short here because I was like, well, it's bad news. Let's kind of go down. Hit the short, got to this level here and got out. So that was a good win. Made everything and more back on that stop. So I was back in the green, but I know that at this point I was feeling a little bit like that was such a bad move. I wasn't watching news, and so I was kind of getting emotional internally. Um, and I think because of that, I was like, well, now the news is bad, right? And you got this going on, and I was expecting us to kind of sell off more. And so I got in here, went short, and I looked at the EMA cloud here and the HMA cloud, super red, and we broke this kind of level and all that. And so I was like, all right, I'm good to kind of hold this and let it kind of shake out and fall over. It went up a little bit higher. I was looking at this price action, and I was also looking at the cumulative volume delta on my trade ovate, and CVD was going down while price was going up, and so I was fine holding it. I was fighting the urge to average in to go heavier because again I had this big stop and I was a little bit emotional, but left it alone. Let price kind of broke here, and I was like, okay, it broke there. I was like, all right, and then we finally closed on the lows. I think at this point, I was definitely eyeing this, previous day close, right? And so as this candle broke the low and it closed red, next candle open, I added here, and then we got our flush down into the previous day close, got out. I was nice green at that point, and so I was feeling pretty good about that. And I was actually looking for more downside. I was really looking to see if we could, test this low or get to at least this yellow line. Um, but I saw that NQ, I think, was the only index that was red. Everything else was still green. And then we crossed the HMA here and kind of dipped down, pushed up, closed green there. And on the open of this candle, went heavy into this breakdown level here. And so got that out on a quick scalp. And so I was like, okay, now at this point, like I'm nice and green for the day. Um, like I'm actually over my daily profit target at this point. And so I took a walk, and then kind of just came back now, and I'm looking at price. I like how after I walked away, we had a nice little pullback and a nice push up into this level here. That was support, came resistance. And so that would have been a good trade long. I don't know if I would have been in a good space to take it, but that would have been a good trade. And so now we're just sideways as I come back. And so that's just kind of prompting me to walk away for the day. Just because I know I did take a big stop here, and it was kind of a rushed entry because I was like, oh, this is a volatility drop, and it turned out to be news. And so that is not ideal. But all in all, came out green for the day. Good resilience, and kind of bouncing back and just staying composed. And so yeah, that's it. I think there's some news tomorrow as well. Let's check really quick. Yeah, Wednesday we have Fed speech in the morning, some crude oil. Maybe not too much then. So I mean, we'll see how it goes. And then Thursday is PPI. Okay, so yeah, we'll see how we go tomorrow. But yeah, not going to rush it and force anything else today. And that's it. I will talk to you tomorrow. Thank you.